When one short message appeared online, something felt wrong and people stopped scrolling as fans stared at their screens in silence because the message was short but carried deep pain, as A.B. Quintanilla shared that his father, Abraham Quintanilla Jr., had passed away at the age of 86, and while many people felt sad, few understood what this truly meant because this was not only the loss of a father but the closing of a chapter that shaped music history forever, since Abraham Quintanilla Jr. was not just Selena's dad but the first person who believed in her voice and the man who stood behind her dream long before the world knew her name. And now he is gone. Abraham was born in Corpus Christi, Texas, in 1939 and grew up in a Mexican-American family during a time when life was not easy and opportunities were limited. Yet as a young man he loved music, and in the 1950s he joined a singing group called the Dinos, performing at small places, while hoping music would change his life. But fame did not arrive, and as the years passed Abraham made a hard choice to step away from performing and focus on raising his family, believing his music journey had ended. Even though life had something else planned, because inside his home was a little girl with a voice unlike anything he had ever heard, and when Selena was just 6 years old and he heard her sing, that moment changed everything, as he later said he knew right away her voice was special. Not perfect or trained, but powerful and full of feeling. So he did not ignore it or wait, and instead formed a family band where his son A.B. played bass, his daughter Suzette played drums, and Selena became the singer, with the family practicing, traveling, and performing anywhere people would listen, including birthday parties, weddings, and small events, while giving up comfort, free time, and a normal childhood as life became music, long drives, and late nights. Some people praised Abraham for believing in his children, while others questioned him and wondered if he was pushing too hard or chasing his own lost dream through Selena, a question that followed the family for years, since Abraham was strict and demanded discipline because he believed the world would not be kind. And slowly the hard work paid off as Selena gained attention and in 1989 signed with EMI Latin, becoming the face of Tejano music even though she once struggled with Spanish, while Abraham stood behind every move by handling contracts, planning tours, and watching over her closely, trusting very few people because he believed danger was everywhere, especially in the music business, a fear that protected Selena from many bad situations but failed to stop one person who slipped through. In 1995 everything fell apart when Selena went to meet Yolanda Saldivar, who managed her fan club and stores, to discuss missing money and records that did not match, but the meeting ended in tragedy when Selena was shot and later died from her injuries at the age of 23, leaving Abraham to lose not only his daughter but his heart, as the man who fought so hard to protect her could not save her in that moment. While Yolanda received a life sentence and earlier this year parole was denied again, a decision Abraham spent decades fighting to keep. After Selena's passing, many expected Abraham to disappear from public life, but instead he focused on protecting her memory by creating Q Productions and working on albums, events, and projects that kept her music alive, helping make the 1997 movie about Selena that introduced her story to millions, opening the Selena Museum so fans could see her clothes, awards, and personal items, and starting a foundation to help children in need so her name would stand for kindness and hope rather than only tragedy. Even though the pain never faded and Abraham openly spoke about missing her, sharing that Selena loved children and dreamed of having a family, a future that was taken away and carried in his heart every day. Just weeks before his passing, a new documentary was released where the family shared private home videos for the first time, showing Selena laughing, learning, and being a regular child while Abraham appeared on screen telling stories only he knew. And now Abraham Quintanilla Jr. is gone, leaving behind his wife, his children, and millions of fans who know Selena's songs but may not realize how much of her journey came from her father's belief. Because without Abraham, Selena might have been forgotten, yet her voice still plays and her story still inspires, since one father refused to let the world forget his daughter, and now his long fight is over. His job is done,